think I came to LA about 3 months ago. Yeah, about 3 months ago. I know my license was suspended when I was driving. You know, I don't I don't pay child support. I do send my kids things and stuff like that, but like I always say, I feel like we had a child together. You should believe in what I want to do, and you should be there with me to fulfill his dream of becoming a mogul. And yeah, I do want to get rich. I do want to get rich, so I talk about that a lot. But I want to get rich to help people, because it's a lot of people that help me along this journey that I'm on, right? So yeah, I don't have a license, right? But I was able to buy a 1979 Chevy Caprice. It had rims on it. I put a radio in it. I put a speaker. I put pipes on it. Everything. And yeah, so me and Janelle, we drove from Chicago to Denver, and a lot of stuff was happening in Chicago. I actually shot at someone who smacked me, and I had a gun on me. And I didn't want to be around that anymore, because like I could have stayed around, and I could have kept it on me, and when I saw him, shot him and killed him and did all that. But I didn't want to do that, because I like writing, I like selling my work, I like creating. That's not me. But I don't allow people to put their hands on me. And even if the gun was off me, if I didn't have it on me, I would have probably fought him. But I seen that he was a bully, and I did what I did or whatever, right? But anyway, so we get on the road, we get on the road, and I got pulled over by the police in Nebraska, and he let me go. He was like, "Man, just keep pushing, just keep going to your destination." He was a real good guy, right? We get to Denver, no issues with the police or anything. Everything was fine. So, well, actually, I did get in an altercation with the police because of Janelle. I put my hands on her or whatever, and somebody next door heard it, and they called the police on me, so I went to jail for that, in and out or whatever. And cause yeah, we were arguing and stuff, and people heard it. And after that, we left, and then I went to Vegas. It was too hot. We slept in the car for about 2 nights. Yeah, we slept in the car for about 2 nights, and then we we left because it was real hot. I didn't want her outside selling, in that excruciating heat. You know, yeah. So after that, we got to LA. Um, in the first 2 weeks of me being in Los Angeles, I got pulled over by the police about 4 times. I'm saying, I mean, I'm so speechless. I don't know if I can really go into depth, but every time they pulled me over, they seen that I had a warrant, and they seen that I didn't have a license, but they didn't lock me up. They let me go or whatever, because I guess it was out their jurisdiction. But the last time, me and Janelle actually were sitting in front of a spaghetti shop or whatever, restaurant, and she wanted spaghetti. I didn't want to go there. I'm like, whatever. And I was in the loading zone, but it was after a certain time. So the police pulled up behind me. I wasn't even in the driver's seat. They asked who car it was. They told her to shut up. They were talking to me, and they seen that I didn't have any insurance or no license. So they told my car. But what the thing was about it, when they told it, um, when they told it, all my things was in the car. Like everything that I own was in the car. Because just so happened that day it was the 28th day. So they said that in California, they don't allow you to stay in a hotel room past 28 days, because then it's like it's your apartment or something. So they don't allow it. So I told the officer, I told him, I said, everything is in his car. Like, I would get somebody to come get it. I would tow it to the hotel room. Just don't tow it because all my things are in there. he didn't listen. So basically, I had to start over. So I started over, like me and Janelle, like her stuff was in there too. We didn't have anything, but I still had some money on me, cause I get money every day, So we were able to make it back to the hotel room or whatever. We were able to make it back because we were gonna sleep in the car that night, but we were able to make it back. And the guy that was there just let me stay there. He was like, "Go ahead," cause I already checked out. And he was a good guy. Shout out Spencer, man. Spencer, a real good guy. So he let us do that. But when we paid for the room and everything, we only had $3 on us. Like after, the morning after. So Janelle, she remembered that it was a lady that she met that gave her $100. They gave her $100 that said if we need her, call her, and that's what we did because we didn't even have money to get in the lift, And so we walked to the gas station, and she called us a lift from like I didn't have any bags or anything, but I did have my laptop, because that's we was that was what I grabbed off the car when he told me to get something, because I didn't think that they were gonna let me they were gonna not let me go get my stuff when I went, And I told him, like, okay, well, I would be able to get my things out at least when I go to the pound. He said, yeah, but they didn't let me. And that's Hollywood told, whatever, because my name wasn't on the car or whatever. Boom. So, and I'm not saying this to say that I was in the right about anything. I'm just saying the story or whatever. So I just know Hollywood told some bitch-ass people. And anyway, so back to it. So like we try to get like, yeah, so after we after we got back to Hollywood or whatever, I told her to work, I told her to work or whatever, and then we gonna go get the stuff when we done working, and that's what they told us, that we couldn't get anything, so we was like, fuck it, it's a loss, So then the lady let us stay at her house or whatever for free, so we were able to, like, she bought us CDs and everything, so we was able to get back on our feet. Boom. So she started tripping or whatever a little bit, but I'm not the type of person to depend on anybody, so we just left. She let us drive her BMW and everything. Like, it was, I shout out to Tanya, you know what I'm saying? Tara. Shout out to Tara. And Tara is actually a character in the book that I'm working on, Earth versus Planet K. She's some, yeah, so I'm basically like, I like her, she's just not a person to live with, but she's a good-hearted person. So anyway, so we left and we went back to the room. Like, we went back to the room. That was like 29 days ago, obviously, because of the story that I'm telling. So we go back to the room. I had my ID at the time, so we were able to get back to the room. But in the midst of that, somehow my wallet didn't come up missing, just my ID alone, So my ID comes up missing, and I'm like, fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, out of everything, I lose everything. Like, we lose everything. Then my ID coming missing, and mind you, Janelle doesn't have an ID, because she, like, it was hard to get it because, like, she was born in Jamaica and her parents didn't stay on top of it or whatever. So she wasn't able to get an ID or whatever. So then my ID come up missing. I'm like, damn. So I'm thinking to myself, is it a way for, like, do I supposed to go back to Chicago and go to jail for child support just to get my ID, or should I just stay on the road and just thug it out without an ID, But I know eventually I'm going to have to go home and I'm going to eventually have to go to court. And I'm going to eventually have to deal with that. And it's not like I'm running from it, But my thing is, I'm trying to get, like, noticed before all that happened, so I can prove that I was right, So it's not like I don't want to take care of my kids or any of that, But Devin only put me on child support because she was mad that I left out of town and she didn't want to do none of that, She didn't have ambitions to become, a mogul or whatever. But I did, So basically, I lost my ID. So the 28th day came the day before yesterday, and so I left and I found an Airbnb in Hollywood, right where I be at all the time. Boom. So then I come back, to the room, because I'm like, I stayed with them like 2 months. So, and that's excuse me, that's like That's like it was like 75 a night from Monday to Thursday. Monday through Thursday is $75 a night. Friday and Saturday is $80 a night, and then Sunday is back to 75. So I paid that cash every day for 2 months basically, you know. So I'm like, and when I came, they told me I couldn't stay because I didn't have my ID. I'm like, what? When y'all know I was here, like the same lady that checked me out, told me I couldn't come back because of my ID. That don't make any sense to me, you know. And people are, and to me, like it makes me feel like, you know, and people that come you know, it's one thing to go against policy, but it's another thing to know if your customer is right, right? So if it's a great customer, you know this person, like it's not like, and it's not like you don't know me, you know. And that goes back to like hustling a customer, you know. She treats her job like that's her. She treats her job like that's her business, you know. And I respect it, but it's not your business, you know. So it's like call up owner or anything, but when the police arrived, because I was, you know, angry. When the police came, they were like, "What? Like he paid all this money? You gonna tell him no? Like you know him? Like it's not like he's a bump. I mean, not like a bum on the street, but I'm gonna say somebody that doesn't have money who's trying to stay for free. I'm trying to pay you your money. I'm giving you the money, and I'm telling you like I just want a room, you know, so I could get back outside or I can go in and write. Like that's what I do. I need a place to write, and they told me no for 2 hours straight. But when the police showed up, you know, by this time the police came because I was, you know, angry, and he didn't do anything. You know, he was like, okay. And he was like, they said you might can stay. I'm like, nah, I'm leaving. But before that, Janelle calls me and told me the motel down the street told her, you know, just bring the paperwork in that I have to show that it's me. You know, I don't have my picture. And it's another thing. They told me I have to have an ID, right? But they don't even photocopy the IDs. So how would you know? Like how would you know? You know, like you take down my license number and that's it. And I have it on multiple paperwork, right? Whatever. So Janelle calls me and she tells me like she like, yeah, he said you can come down there with the paperwork. I called him and everything. I'm like, bet. That's like 2 blocks down, but I take a lift. You know, I take a lift down there because I have my bags. I take a lift. Whoop, get down there. As soon as I walk in, he told me no vacancy. It's 12. It's 12, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. No, it's about 2 in the afternoon. No vacancy. But I told him, I said, my girl just called. Like, she just called him, you know, you told us to come. He was like, no. Why not go back down there? No, go back down there. I'm sorry. Of course, me, you know, I bring up the race thing, you know. And he was like, no, Obama's my friend. Obama's my friend. I'm like, what the fuck does that have to do with me? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how you know when somebody's racist and somebody really don't like you for being just your skin color. They always bring up one black person. You never met Obama a day in your fucking life, but you say that's your friend. Obama's your friend because he's Obama. He was the president and he's on TV and all of this. But if Obama would have walked through that door and he wasn't the president, he just was a Barack Obama, you would have did the same fucking thing to him. The same thing. I know you would have, you know? You would have did the same fucking thing. So I'm looking like, then I'm like, the police asked me how I'm able to afford it. What you mean? I hustle every day. I work every day. There's no days off for me, man. We work every day. We sit down, burn CDs every day. And we go out every day in Hollywood, downtown LA, Denver, Miami, DC, Charlotte, New York, Columbus, Chicago, Vegas. We sold these books everywhere. now I'm in an Airbnb because they wouldn't let me in, so Janelle found one in Echo Park, and we found one. We found one. That's just for tonight because it's booked tomorrow. So what's my next move? My next move is get on a Greyhound tomorrow. And go to San Francisco. And get some fucking money in San Francisco. And what's my move after that? Get some money in the next city. In the next city. In the next city. You know, ain't no motherfucker in this world gonna stop me. No motherfucker. No motherfucker.